inside. Chicken goes into the wall.
And they just have a... No! Ford goes around in the tri-oval. He almost saves it. He can.
Riders right there, Tang.
And it's not gonna happen again. And it's over. It's gonna happen again. And he crashes in 3. And so does Robloxian.
To the line, side by side. It's gonna be Little Man has a wreck in the back.
And welcome everybody to Bubbles Camping World Truck Series Thursday Night Thunder on MCRN. I'm your host Marcus, and we are here at Daytona International Speedway for the NextEra Energy Resources 300K. I could have said that better, but it's okay. I am here joined with Kimi and Sin, and we will be your booth for today's Thursday Night Thunder MCRN KRE race. And Sin, how are we feeling? You're back.
Feeling good to be back. Daytona, it was a very, very interesting, very fun race to watch and commentate last season. This is the new season of the Camping World Truck Series here on KRE, streamed on MCRN. And today, it's going to be a big one. We are at Daytona International Speedway, located at Daytona Beach, Florida. Going to be racing 75 laps around this 187.5 mile track. First race of, and as I said, first race of Season 2. There's going to be 14 cars in this field. We'll go and run down the order for that in just a second. And and then last season, Little Man won. Could he go back to back?
Hopefully he does. He is in your provisional, but as we are going through the starting grid in first place, and at an amazing qualifying lap, that's Anthony in the number 09. In second is Prime. In row number 2, it would have been Zed, but Zed actually got, he just couldn't make it. I mean, he didn't show up, so it kind of messed up the starting group, but it's okay. Princeton in third place now, Billy in fourth, Chesko fifth, Ryder sixth, Grez seventh, Cambuk eighth, Jackson 9, Honey 10, Dale 11th, Michael 12th, Little Man 13th, and last place is DJ in 14th. That DJ and Little Man are your provisional. And by the way, you heard that name. You heard it right. When I was saying who was with me, it was Sin and Kimi. Kimi, you should be down there, but you're up here. Glad to have you. But how do you feel being up here?
I'm very glad to be here, Marcus. I know I tried to qualify for this race, but you know, Lady Luck didn't turn out well for me, but I'm happy to be up here with you guys. Thank you to Marcus and to Sin for what they do. And I'm ready to join that booth here for tonight for Thursday Night Thunder here at Daytona.
In fact, Kimi actually made up that Thursday Night Thunder thing. I don't know where you found it. What was the origins of it? Because I think we kind of took it from someone, but it's like it was an idea. You came up with it though. You were the one who brought it up, but where did that originate?
I mean, I was just trying to find a name for the series. I was like, maybe I could do something with Thunder and Lightning. And I was like, oh, Thursday Night Thunder. But then I think Michael told me that it was part of maybe like an old league. So then I was like, all right, I just hope we don't get don't get a ticket down. So
I think it's a very like NR 2003 league. I think that's on now.
Yeah, something like that.
But today we're here, and it is Thursday Night Thunder for KRE on MCRN. Again, as you heard, 75 laps, so it should be a fun one. But what are your guys' race picks? We'll start with Sin.
I'm gonna go a little biased here after racing with him for several seasons, and Marcus is leading, so they're still around. This driver always just seemed to be up there at super speedways, especially here at Daytona. Him and his brother is always up front dominating with Ford. I'm gonna go with my boy Kimbug. I think he has the pace, the knowledge, the skill set to have what it takes to win here for Season 2.
Okay, then let's go Kimi.
I'm gonna go with our pole sitter here, Anthony Anderson, and number 09 Graceway Toyota. I think he's gonna get it done here tonight here at Daytona.
Alrighty, and I'm gonna go with Prime. He's in second. I believe in him. But as we get ready, this is 75 laps. It's season 2 of the Bubbles Camping World Truck Series. Thursday Night Thunder on MCRN. Here we go. Green flag. And we're green at Daytona.
And as we come off of turn 2, as you can see, Anthony in the 09 has built a huge gap right here using the outside. I know last season the outside was the much preferred lane. It might be the same case tonight unless things are changed, but right now it seems like the 40 and the 52 are trying to make a charge back to Anthony, and it looks like they're going to almost get to his inside.
Lap 1 is complete, and going on with that high lane, I believe we have lowered draft as we did last season, where it would increasingly, it would increasingly go up until, I do forget what lap it was, but there is a certain lap that will, I believe 60, if I'm not mistaken. 60 or 65? It's 65, right?
I believe last time it was lap 55 when I was driving in the race for the season 1 trucks. I think it was lap 55. It should be around the same lap this time, but yeah, I believe it's 55.
Okay, so lap 55, you heard it there from Kimi. So it'll get a lot more crazier there. Just keep in mind, we'll be hyping that up the whole day, because you're literally, this is just a taste of what you're going to get, a little sample. There's still so much more to come, and you won't miss a thing on MCRN, but nothing really has changed except for Anthony's lead. He's almost grown a second gap.
It has.
Yeah, this is...
Let's go, Kimi.
My apologies, but yeah, this is when low draft happens. Usually the pack is really not too, I would say not too racy right now during the low draft era, but once that high draft kicks in around lap 55, it's gonna get way more crazier. But I mean, they're pretty holding out pretty good, you know, 2 lanes of trucks here. But yeah, Anthony, he's way out front here at Daytona. It's gonna be a little bit crazy to see if they can catch up to him.
Yeah, this is kind of similar to what we saw last season with Carmelo. Carmelo pulled a huge gap here, and it doesn't really seem like much can do anything right now. Even in the back, just trying to make positions, not a lot's happening. So I think that at least till we get to the draft upgrade, I think that right now, honestly, it's the best strategy is just to save everything you have, just try to survive, make it to the end of the race so you can contend for a win, because it's going to be anyone's race to win once it gets to that point in time.
And, you know, talking about other races, let's go through this weekend that KRE is going through. Today, obviously, Thursday Night Thunder, Season 2, Bubbles Camping World Truck Series. And then tomorrow is the World Sports Car Championship, the first race that is at Mandela Ring? Am I saying that right?
It's called the Mandela Ring. It's kind of yeah, it's kind of hard to pronounce, I would say.
It's like Mandela.
Yes, it kind of reminds me like Nelson Mandela.
That's what I'm thinking.
Mandela Ring.
That's
yeah.
All right. Well, that's race number 1, or as they call it, stage 1 out of the 3-race series. So there's 3 stages. And then Saturday is kart. Open wheel is back ever since Classic IndyCar Series shut down. Kart, the FedEx Championship, will open at the Red Bull Ring. So be ready for that. That should be an exciting one at 3 p.m. EST on Saturday. as everything stays single file throughout the field. It got more single file as you see that one lone 24 car, that is Honey. The Ford, I believe the Ford, let me just take a little look. No, Toyota, apologies. Look the same a little bit. And there's Ryder making a move. Ryder, one of the Snowman scheme cars, one of last season, and one of like 4 last season. So he's looking to get something, and hopefully he can get something today. But Anthony extends his lead to 2 seconds. I have no clue how or why, but it's got a big lead already.
He's doing a really good job, and it's kind of surprising because I know even though there's no draft, there's still draft, and there's people behind the 40 that, you know, they're working together, they're pushing each other, so it's very interesting to see Anthony here. You know, he's running an interesting line where he's going high, and then on the exit at 2, he's dipping down, so maybe it's just some miscoordination throughout the pack as Ryder and Printed are going at it right now in the backstretch. They're door banging. I don't know what's happening with Printed and Ryder.
I think they're locked.
Turn into something.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Oh! Oh!
Oh, did he disconnect?
That's not good for the pack. I don't even know what that was.
I'm so confused. I don't even know what just happened.
All right, well, luckily after that, the whole field is still intact, except for Printed. I'm not sure where he went, but as it stands right now, the 40 of Francesco and the 42 are leading Ryder here as they're still trying to catch up to Anthony, who's still pulling away. 2-second gap now, as these people are just trying to find something to get up to Anthony, as Printed is disqualified for disconnecting.
Yeah, seeing Anthony out here out front in the lead like this, it kind of reminds me of a probably old school kart, you know, like when the leader pulls away. I mean, I know everybody has low draft right now, but I know everybody just wants to get up to Anthony and start racing him, but they all have to be patient. It's only lap 10. It's a long race, so they just gotta race it, waste it out. So.
Honestly, if I'm Anthony, I'm loving this. I think it's so nice to just race alone as Ryder and the rest of the pack has caught up to Prime and Chesco. So it's possible to catch up, and maybe they will catch up. As you can see, the speed difference is now a lot more than what it was earlier. So you could see potentially them fully catching up to Anthony in the next 5 or 7 laps, but I wouldn't sit there too tight.
Yeah, as Ryder makes a move on the 40 here, going to take the lead for this 2 for the pack, second and behind. So he'll lead the charge. Could he catch up to Anthony up front? Looks like he might. Looks like they have caught up a little bit. I'm not too sure. Maybe my eyes are deceiving me, but yeah, Ryder did run a fast lap, and so did the 40 in the back, bruh. He ran a fast lap too, so they could be catching up here and maybe put a fight up to Anthony in a few laps time.
Little Man is your fastest lap currently. He sits in 9th place, waiting for more runs to generate. Again, you're not able to generate much right now as we see Michael making a move on Prime. He's going to slide right up to 3rd, and he might go for 2nd. Ryder making a little mistake, not really blocking that high lane. They're going to stay side by side now as they battle on the backstretch and just getting closer to Anthony.
Yeah, they have, and as our streamer just told us, the gap went from, and maybe you guys have noticed, the gap went from 2 seconds to less than 1.5 seconds as coming to the line here. It looks like it shrunk by 3/10, so they are definitely making ground to Anthony. Anthony's relaxing race is about to turn into quite a chaotic one here as we're about to reach 14 team to actually go next time. So we get a little bit of a race and a battle for the lead coming up here soon.
I think, yeah, definitely. We definitely could right now, as you can see, them just getting so much more closer. And we're going to go through our picks real quick. Let's just see where they stand. Anthony in first. That's Kimi's pick. He's comfortable in first. Prime in third, having a push from Ryder. So he's also sitting in a decent spot. And Bug in 13th. Sin, how do you think about that?
I have seen this several times where he's just in the back, he's saving, he's figuring it out. Like kind of what we saw at Atlanta, I believe. Race he won. You know, he was kind of in the back, he wasn't really doing too much, he was just observing the field, taking the time to save his stuff, and then when it mattered, when the draft got upped, there he was, Kimbug, just driving right through the field. So I still have hope. Still a long race for Kimbug, but yeah, right now it's just conserve and save your stuff and try not to crash your cars to the end of the race.
And that's Kimbug for you. I think he's shown that in the old series we used to stream MRCL. He was very conservative. He wasn't up front immediately, but once it's those final laps, he will definitely pounce. And as we sit here, 15 out of 75 laps, Michael has caught up severely. As a lap ago it was 1.4, and then it went down to 1.1, and now that was 2 laps ago. The last lap was 1.1 to 0.7, now it's 0.7 to 0.5, and now it is near inches away from Anthony. Michael, the number 4 Chevrolet, looking for that lead.
You might get him here because Ryder has a push. Either Ryder's going to try to take this or Michael's going to take it right here. As there you go. The 4, Michael, the preferred lane on the outside, and try to make a move here in 1 and 2, trying to build that momentum on the outside, running middle here as Ryder and the people behind him follow. The 4 is still trying to gain some momentum on the back straight. He is starting to get a little bit ahead as Anthony is going to slow down intentionally and get right behind the 4 between Michael and Ryder.
Sorry, there's some technical issues, but here we go. Michael in the lead now. And now, even with the low draft, it seems like they finally caught up to Anthony Anderson in that number 09 Graceway Toyota. But it's still early in the race. I'm not sure what everybody's thinking right now in the field. I mean, right now, I'm viewing Prime right now. He has 5.6 gallons of gas right now on 64 tires. Tires don't really mean much on super speedways, unless it's like probably really low. But other than that, it's going to be a pretty interesting time to see when these people will pit, or when will they pit. So it's only a matter of time before strategy starts to kick in for these people.
We actually did forget to mention that, and apologies on our part, MCRN. But yeah, there is fuel. There's fuel. There's tires, and we're definitely approaching that moment as Ryder tries to make a move for the lead. This is going to be your 3rd lead change, and it is your 3rd lead change. New leader, that's Ryder. But could Chesko even get there? And also, one more thing I want to point out. This is mostly to Sin. Actually, Kimi, you did race in the race, but I'm noticing that this is a lot better than what it was last season. I think last season it was kind of stale completely till lap 55, but I'm starting to remember that I think they developed that increasing draft the very next week. Like, that was like, it stayed at a certain number. That was never like increasing. This is increasing, and you can see the difference from what it was this season to last season. It is a lot more packy. There's passing, actually, there's pushing, there's moves. We didn't see that in the very start last season. So I don't know if that's just a me thing or if that's an actual change. If you can notice that, Sin, and Kimi, you can confirm that.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed that, because last season it was very spread out. Of course, you know, it was new trucks, a new track, new track model, and then it was different because usually you see your car is really catching up to the car in front just because of the draft, but it was very low. But I think this might have a little bit to do, if nothing changed, might have a little bit to do with experience from last season, as it's 3 wide behind in second. I think just after what they learned from the last race, they kind of know how to get up to the car in front and get a little bit racy. So yeah, it's something I've definitely noticed tonight.
Yeah, I wanted to add on to that about the changing of the package. It looks like I don't believe I was there for when they added the incremental draft, but I was there for the original, and it was very hard to pass or to make a move during that first period of the first race. But it seems like they definitely improved on it, and now you're able to race even now, even before the draft. So I'm very thankful to the advancements of the people who make the tracks, the cars, and everything. So to making the racing the best as it can be for this league, and yeah, for the future of KRE as well.
And I think they did it. I mean, we are going in a very good direction with development. Michael and Agent both doing amazing jobs at what they do. But as we get back to the racing, problems with Prime. Prime goes under the yellow. That could have been maybe a problem for Ruid, but luckily everyone keeps it nice and clean as Little Man's going to get out of it. I think that's probably the right call. And I was going to mention KM Bug was super far back a lap earlier. Now he's caught completely back up. DJ made a horrible block on Ryder. That could have been bad. And this is what happens when there's a lot more packy in the middle of it. So let's hope nothing bad happens as we hit lap 22 of 75.
A lot happening through the field, a lot of battles. As you saw throughout the field, Ryder was able to get that spot from DJ. He's going to be in third, running the inside line with Chesko behind. Yeah, just very racy. It's very interesting to see. I'm seeing a lot of saving from the guys in the back too, something to keep in mind. They're definitely using this draft some of the draft to their advantage to save some fuel. So a lot of strategy, a lot of battles. So yeah, gonna be one to watch, especially when it gets to the point where we get a lot of drafts. The draft upgrade, it's gonna be one to watch here on MCRN.
I want to take a notice of that. Yep, there they go. They're gonna start the pit cycle here. We have a few people coming down the pit road. We got Ryder, Michael, Billy, Jackson, and Grez all coming down the pit road here. They're gonna be the first to make the first pit stop here at Daytona, and the rest will probably follow suit, as I think the rest are on pretty low fuel as well. But you go check Dale Coman right here. Yeah, he's also at 1.4, as well as Chesko. He's down pretty good on fuel. He's at 1.0 gallons, but this is where it's at. It's super speed racing. You just gotta get the strategy out, and these guys have gone out to make the first move, and they're gonna try to see if they can get the lead here at Daytona.
And not to mention, you definitely want to pit with a pack. You do not want to be that lone person pitting. And there was a couple messes up there. We saw, I feel like Michael went a little too slow, Ryder went a little too fast, but then had to slow down completely. So I don't know if they got, them coming out, I don't think they got the best stop. The rest of the field comes in. Cambug and Little Man will be the only ones to stay out. The dudes who are taking it very slow and trying to just, be safe with this. We'll see where everyone comes out.
This is very interesting. I'm looking here. Kimbug, it looked like he's running out of fuel here as he's at 0.1 gallons left. And if you look at Lil Man is at 1.2 gallons. So he definitely, took the time to save and, play it safe here at Daytona.
Kimbug's out.
He's going to come in and, yeah, Kimbug's out and he's trying to get back to the pits.
Wow.
But Lil Man coming into the pits and he had 1.1 gallons to spare. So Lil Man was the best saver in this field tonight so far for the first green flag stop. Looks like Kimbug might be able to make it in for his pit stop, but it's going to be interesting here. Who will come out first?
Oh, Kimbug hit the pit wall. He's gonna back it up. Oh, I don't know if he can. Oh yeah, he's gonna make his pit stop. That was crazy there from Kimbug, but hit the pit wall there. Littleman's finished with his stop. Here comes Grez and Jackson around. and the rest of the field as well. But yeah, pretty unfortunate for KM Bug there. He's probably going to lose a lot of time for that mistake as he hit the pit wall. But yeah, just very unfortunate for KM Bug, and yeah, hopefully he can get this race turned around.
And I don't know what Grez and Jackson were doing, but they took the same amount of fuel. They took all tires, but a little less than everyone, a little less fuel than everyone else, as Grez is on 11.8, Jackson's on 11.5, DJ's on 16.9, and I believe everyone behind him is on the same amount there. That shows you how close they are, and I guess that's the pack that kind of had a decent pit stop, had the same stop time. Behind them kind of messed up their entry or didn't get their exit right, and then there's KM Bug. He didn't even get tires, now that I see. He's on 46% tires. So, gonna have to pit again soon.
Yeah, and right now, Grez and Jackson are both saving fuel right now, while it looks like DJ in third, and some people behind, but not most people, because obviously they're saving because they're in draft, but they're saving a lot right now. They're lifting, so DJ and the others will definitely catch up soon. As you can see, they're getting very close. But yeah, it looks like Grez and Jackson are going to have the advantage here for this stint. At least if it stays green, they're going to have a lot of fuel in their race cars, in their trucks.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the strategy for Grez and Jackson right here. I'm not sure if the saving fuel strategy is going to work, as I've done many races here in those cars here at Daytona, and usually when you do the saving strategy, it never really works out. So you want to be able to go full throttle all the way to eat both of your stops, and you want to be ahead of the pack. But what Grez and Jackson are doing, they're trying to see if they can save as many laps as they can, or see if they can get out first and see if they can probably undercut the field. But I'm not sure that these two are going to have a good placement come time to when the laps wind down. So
I agree there. I don't see it happening. As I'm looking on the things, Michael and everyone else are burning their fuel, getting almost close to 14 gallons, as Jackson and Grez are on 9.6, 10.5. So Jackson's definitely burnt up a lot more than Grez. So if anything, Grez actually might be able to pull it off. I see him pulling it off more than Jackson. I think Jackson definitely has obviously less fuel than the cars behind him, but if we're talking about like logistically, I think Grez has a better chance at this than Jackson.
Yeah, I think so too, because compared to Jackson, because obviously Grez was ahead, he had a lot of room to be able to fuel save around this track. As here's Michael making a move on Jackson, now DJ falling behind, trying to make a move on Jackson. They passed Jackson, but now they're trying to make a move on Grez, which looks like it might happen here on the exit of turn 2, at least for Michael. But yeah, it looked pretty good for Grez, and he's still in this. He got a good amount of track position, and he's behind first place, so he's getting some drafts so he can save. So I think this is working great for him.
Yeah, I want to commend these drivers that we haven't had a caution. It's actually been pretty green flag the whole way around. So
I'll say that.
I want to commend. Oh, Prime's having a little bit of an issue there. It's gonna come back up.
Why'd you say that?
I didn't want to jinx it. Oh
Why
my
did
goodness.
you say that? Oh, still.
Okay. As soon as I said that, commentator's curse. Here we go. Oh
Ryan
dear.
making a huge move, almost destroying the pack.
Oh my gosh, Kimi, you doomed us all.
Kimmy, never say that again, bro.
My fault.
No. Hey, to his
Oh my goodness.
to his case, nothing much has happened yet. Knock on wood. Michael will still lead out. Apologies, by the way, for interrupting me, Kimi. But it is getting a lot more packy as Michael will remain. And I do want to just point some light on that Grez saving situation. Michael is on 12 gallons as Grez is on 8.9. So never mind.
Ooh, contact back there
Whoa.
between Jesco, Grez, and Dale, but it looks like they're going to get that situated. But I want to give a quick shout out to Ryder in the 14, who just pulled off the greatest move I think I've seen in one lap. He had a huge run, and he went from like the back of the field all the way to the front. He's in control again. Ryder has a lot of pace today. He knows where to be, where to go, and it shows because he's in the lead after seeming to be all the way in the back of the pack.
Yeah, we got the whole train of trucks, not cars. These is not cars. There's trucks here at Daytona, but the whole trucks here gonna be going a little bit single file here, but I mean they're not going fully single file, but they're definitely still in the pack. But here comes Anthony, still in second place. Gonna try to see if he can get up to the back of Ryder. Ryder's gonna looking for the move. Nah, he's gonna have to go down to the bottom. Oh, here comes Bobo though. He's gonna make a whoa. I think he almost clipped Anthony there. Almost turned him. Whoa, Ryder gets cooked as well. But that was pretty close here. He's going to go 3 wide. The number 4 truck goes. It's starting to get a little antsy here at Daytona.
Yeah, really a little antsy as here comes Honey giving a push to Ryder. It's just, I don't know. It's getting sketchy, and I don't think it should be this sketchy with 32 laps into the race as Honey comes into pit road. He's going to do a really early pit stop. Reason, I have no clue. I'm looking real quick. Yeah, literally no reason to do that. So very weird on him. Ryder stays in the lead with Michael on the high lane looking for that run. He's going to maybe make the move coming onto the backstretch. He's going to go low and he's going to go side by side with Ryder as Honey gets a drive-through penalty for speeding.
Not too sure what happened with Honey or why he pit. I feel like he had a good amount of, fuel in this tank now, but unfortunately, he sped through the pits. As as he's driving backwards, could he save this? No, it doesn't look like it. He goes through the speed limiter as DJ is going straight through the pits at full speed as Ryder saves it, and DJ is going to go back on the track like nothing even happened.
I cannot believe what I have just witnessed. That was insane what Ryder just did there. He saved the truck. He's still in this race. I also want to say something about Honey. Honey, it looks like Honey's just stopped in the middle of pit road. He's probably just AFK right now, but he'll probably be rejoining laps down. But what an amazing save from Ryder to get that truck around. And yeah, that's I just can't believe that even happened, bro. That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, what a save. No casualty there, no caution, no nothing. They saved it like it was nothing. DJ went through pits, so you don't get a drive-through penalty, of course, but good thinking on him and good thinking on the drivers for not causing any more of what just happened. But, I mean, Ryder did that to himself, so he took the penalty for it, and that is fully going or staying in last place as DJ and Ryder are going to have a pit glitch on the ticker, so I don't know how that's going to be fixed or solved, but we're going to find out soon, as I believe we might see... Never mind, I take that back, but they are single filed out, so nothing is happening currently on track, but let's keep it that way.
Yeah, very close incident. Props to Ryder, especially for just driving backwards and saving it after going backwards, not collecting anyone else after he cleared himself. So very good on Ryder. Ryder is starting to actually come back now, as you can see. But yeah, right now Anthony and Michael have been going back and forth here for this race lead, with DJ just right behind, taking this opportunity to save, and he's building a bit of a run as Anthony and Michael, a little bit of contact there, a little bit of door banging, as here we go, DJ to the inside. Michael almost clears himself as coming into turn 3 and 4, DJ will take the race lead from Michael and Anthony.
What? DJ there, as here comes Anthony. Oh, Michael's gonna block, but now Anthony's gonna go to the high side. Billy's gonna work with Anthony to push that 09 truck. KRE passed at number 4. DJ's gonna look in line to where Anthony is, gonna try to block that run, but Michael's gonna come up. Whoa, that was close. He's gonna turn right back down the hill. the 39 of Dale Camone is having a good run, actually. Dale Camone, and I think that's P5 right there, gonna stay in line. But yeah, Anthony is gonna stay in line. Looks like Michael's gonna back out, try to get in line.
I want to talk about that beautiful scheme that Billy has. Again, rest in peace to Kyle Busch. He unfortunately passed away 2 months ago. 3 months ago? 2 months ago. He passed away almost 3, but 2 months ago. An amazing legacy in NASCAR. But Billy, he's running these number 18 throwbacks in the Bubbles Cup, and honestly, great to see that. You love to see that yellow M&M's 18 on track as a truck. It is really cool on the truck too. But with that, he sits in 3rd place. He's been real quiet today. Could now be the time he strikes as he goes to 2nd with DJ falling back.
Yeah, I think he could definitely be up there, and of course, you know, everyone would love it to see, you know, Kyle Busch the victory lane winning here for the Season 2 Daytona race. You know, obviously it was very shocking, it was very heartbreaking, you know, when the news came out of Kyle Busch, so, and, you know, there's a ton of Kyle Busch fans, you know, like Kimbo. Kimbo's one of the Kyle Busch fans in this field right now, so, yeah, it's just, it's nice to see, you know, people still, you know, showing their love and respect for Kyle Busch, and yeah, right now, Billy is doing a great job in that car, living up to Busch's name as a fan.
It was very shocking when Kyle Busch passed away. I remember the day it happened. I was walking home, but I saw the news Kyle Busch passed away, and I was just very distraught. But I remember all my life, I remember watching Kyle Busch even back in 2010. Like when I first started watching NASCAR, it was a very I saw Kyle Busch race, and he was really good. He was a really good driver, man, and you either love him or you hate him, you know. But I'm very glad that Billy's running this number 18 truck. It's a very, very beautiful scheme. Very beautiful scheme. I really like that truck.
I hated it. That 18 car pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna be so honest. As a Logano fan in like 2017, 18, I was not a fan of Busch, but you learn to love him. As we are getting much more closer to that pit window, as I would have thought it would have been 50. They pit 25, didn't they?
Yeah, right around that time frame, yeah.
Yeah.
I it's the right time frame, but no, they could go another 5 laps. I think maybe stretch it out a little bit. Now, question for Kimi: if you were, hold on, that's, I believe. I don't know what happened to Grez there, but apologies, caught that a little bit. But to Kimi, you race these cars. You're aware of how the fuel works. Would you try and extend, or would you pit on the time that, well, everyone is gonna pit? Like, what would you do?
All right. Well, if I was in the truck, I would not try to extend it at all, because the more you try to extend it, the more you have to, because once the fuel comes around, like basically, let's say you try to stay out and you try to extend it a few extra laps. By the time you pit, you're not going to be with anybody in the field. You're just going to be by yourself, or maybe have one other truck. It's going to be very hard to even try to make up that time. So I would just pit whenever the fuel, like basically if I'm like, the fuel runs out, I would just immediately go down the pit road. And basically pit with a pack to not like lose the field. So that's what I would do anyway.
And so let's get your take. You're not much of a racer in these cars, but those couple of times you did race, what do you think you would do?
Yeah, I agree with Kimi. I think that, you know, extending for a few laps, I don't think it's a move here at Daytona. What I do think is that after this stop, if you could, you know, maybe be behind a few cars, not all the way in last, but still have a chance of having some draft, I think it could be a good idea to just kind of, you know, sit back a bit, save your stuff so that at the end, you know, when we get to the later laps, and especially when we get the draft upgrade, you have much more fuel and a lot more room to work with, like, regardless on pushing your car or truck in this case, and, you know, just being more comfortable coming to the line here at Daytona to try to get a win. So I think right now, not the time to extend, but I definitely, as a driver, I definitely save in the next and hopefully final stint.
Well, speaking of that, Michael had pit alone. He pit full fuel, full tires, and is ahead. He's not a lap down or nothing. Nothing yet, at least. So now thinking, what could we see happen with that? Like, I don't know the strategy call there. Of course, we'll see it in the next couple of laps, but I mean, I'm a little confused. I'm not going to lie. We'll take a look at other people's fuel. Billy will definitely have to pit in the next lap. He's on 1.5 gallons. That is Grez entering pit road. To be fair, Grez ran it out there a while. With that strategy he had, he didn't lose much. And he's at 0.5, so he's definitely cutting it super close. But I mean, he stayed out with them long enough, so we'll see everyone pit, I believe, this time, if not next time. But great thing for Grez, though.
It is, and Anthony making moves here. Looks like he's pretty much on par with the others, you know, regarding on how much fuel he has. So he might try to, here we go, Billy coming into the pits along with a few other people, but right now Anthony is taking a very, very aggressive, you know, option here with how he's going to take a strategy, maybe trying to build a gap here so he can save a bit for the final stint when he comes out after the second stop. I'm not too sure what's happening, but he is in draft right now, and he was 3.6 seconds ahead of second place, which is Dale. So going to be very interesting to see how this pit cycle sorts out.
Yeah, Anthony's really far ahead. I think he's coming into pit road this time. I believe everyone is. I don't see how you're not, as we see Anthony coming into pit road. That's Dale entering pit road. Little man, I'm guessing. The little man's going to stay out. Chesko's going to stay out. Ryder going to pit. And that is the next three. KM Bug had a blown tire again, as we kind of knew that was going to happen. But he's going to come out, and he still has 50% tires. I don't know what he's doing. KM Bug a lap down. He's not doing anything to help him currently. I don't know if that's a glitch for him, but very weird. Chesko and Little Man stay out. We'll see if they come into pit road this time now.
And as we exit the pits here, Anthony is still very far ahead of Billy, who was in second place before he came in to be one of the first few people to come into the pits to get new fresh tires and top off on fuel. And then regarding on the rest, some have stayed out, like Lil Man. He should come in behind most of these guys. So yeah, it's going to be a very spread out pack, like what we kind of saw, you know, in the last, you know, green flag stop. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens here.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious how the strategy is going to work out for Michael, because he was ahead with like full fuel and tire. I think maybe whenever they come around to do their second pit stop, he's going to still be out there with fuel. I don't know if he's trying to overcut. I think he's trying to overcut or something, because that's pretty interesting what the number 4 truck is doing here at Daytona. But right now everybody's spread out. DJ's into pit road with 0.2 gallons of gas. But yeah, very interesting idea from the number 4 truck.
Very interesting as Chesko comes into pit road along with DJ. I forgot DJ was out. That pit road glitch thing definitely messes you up a little bit. Anthony's still going to just extend the lead ahead of him. They're going to fall in the middle, maybe near Michael from staying out. That, yeah, staying out was definitely not the best thing that they could have done. But the one person who is staying out is Little Man. He's your final pitter. He is currently very far, and we're going to find out if staying out was really the call or if it wasn't. So we'll see very soon.
Yeah, and I might be wrong, but from what I saw, he wasn't too far ahead in the pack. It looked like he was kind of in the back, just doing his own thing. So this would be very interesting to see what happens with him here once he comes into the pits. He is definitely extending, you know, his run right now. So will this pay off for him and still be in the draft here while having less fuel, or will it not? Gonna find out here as he comes into the pits. A very nice stop coming in, and let's go. Let's see how this pays off for Lil Man.
Little Man in a hurry. Way out in the lead. He's gonna come in the pit. He's at 0.6 gallons of gas. Now, let's see if Little Man can stay with the pack or in the pack, as actually the laps are coming pretty close to that big draft lap, which is lap number 55 last time out. I'm not sure if it's the same time this time, but last time it was lap 55, and when the draft picks up, it really picks up and everybody starts getting crazy. But look at Little Man. He's still out there, still leading this race. As he comes off pit road, it looks like he might still be in it. It might actually work out for him. He's still with the pack.
Decent lead. He's really close to where he was originally. Obviously, maybe like 2-3 seconds ahead of where he was before, or on track at least. But it's going to stay a single file line. Anthony, he's your leader, and he's got a huge gap, a 4-second gap. We're going to see here on the timing board. And as they go to the front stretch and hit the line, they will maybe. Here it is. Billy crossing the line now. It's a 3.6 second gap. And we'll see how that gap goes for the next couple of laps. But Anthony sitting comfortably in first.
Yeah, from what it looks like right now, it doesn't look like Anthony's doing any saving at all. He is full throttle pushing it, and as we go back to Billy, I'm not too sure if he's saving either. I don't think he is. So yeah, Anthony is just the car to beat today. As he yet again he pulls another huge gap. As there's a 2x2 battle here for third place between Michael, Prime, Dale, and Grez. So hopefully,
Well, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they still have to make one more stop. I'm not sure, because I know Lil Man came out like lap 50. They might be really close to actually making it from here. He just needs to start saving a whole bunch. But I know, usually I say I don't really like the saving strategy, but I think for Little Man right now, he needs to start saving some fuel, because he came out like, I think the fuel runs, what, like 25 laps? I think it is. I'm not sure, yeah. But if it's 25 laps, he came out lap 51. I think he might just make it if he just saves some fuel. Like, he doesn't have to pay any more for Little Man in number 27.
I think so too, actually. And the thing that will there's Michael doing whatever he's doing. What? Hold on. Michael, who has 9.8 gallons, 80% tires, he is pitting on lap 54. Again, I don't know what he's trying to do, but I mean, you go, Michael. But going on that point, there is potentially one more pit stop. It is, you will cut it very close. I think a caution is needed if they really want to like help with this and get them to be full fuel and nothing like that. But I mean, there's still a lot of racing to come, so we'll see.
There is, and then I want to talk about Lil Man a little bit too. I think after extending, and especially after being in, after being, still in the pack here at Daytona, and still being in this draft, especially when the grade comes up.
Kimi, you might want to check on messages.
Oh, I apologize about it. Yeah,
Kimi, you're good.
I tried to push through. I couldn't. Well, man,
yeah,
after,
I apologize about that.
you're good. But yeah.
No, you're good.
Well, man, after pitting, and still being in the draft, and it's gonna really pay off for him because he's still in the draft. He has a even better opportunity to save his stuff, try to push it to the end. And even when the draft upgrade comes up, his drop of saving will be even more. He'll be able to save a lot just because the run he could get would really help carry him, and he won't really have to be on the throttle that much to keep up. So yeah, Lowman, I think regarding on fuel and just strategy-wise, Lowman is definitely in the best position right now.
Oh yeah, I also want to say it is past lap 55. It looks like the draft hasn't been turned on yet. So maybe they're waiting until maybe lap 60, maybe even 65 to turn up the draft. Because last time out they turned it on lap 55, and I think with 20 to go, it was crazy type racing. But yeah, whenever the draft gets turned up, or it's gonna get turned up, it's gonna be insane. You're gonna see some insane moves, 3 wide, maybe even 4 wide action here. As you can see, everybody's spread out. But once that draft kicks in, you better pray for Sunday morning to come, because it's gonna be crazy here at Daytona.
And I'm pretty sure they would have said if it's fully upped. I mean, again, it is slowly going up. So regardless, it has been going up since lap 1. But it really wondering if and when it is fully upped, because it'll definitely help them a bit. But speaking of help, Anthony has had a huge gap. They actually went down. So a couple laps earlier, it was 3.7. Then it went down to 4.1. So a big jump. And then now from 4.1 to 3.8, from 3.8 to 3.4. So it is very, very, he's catching up. Grez is definitely catching up, but is the rest of the pack catching up? That's the real question here. We did see some pitters, by the way. I wanted to mention that too. That was Jackson, Dale, and Honey. So still a lot more racing to come. You won't miss a thing here on MCRN.
Yeah, and honestly, Billy might, and the rest might be catching up too, but I'm not too sure, because if they are, it's barely, because what I'm seeing right here is Grez, he's playing it very aggressive. It's interesting, the gap actually stayed the same that lap. This is going to kind of help Anthony here, as he's coming up to lap traffic. He's going to get draft there. So, yeah, Anthony's has a big gap. He's in a big position where if he wanted to save, he could, just because of the gap, and now that that draft is there, it's going to make his job even easier. So, yeah, Grez, a little bit of work to do if he wants to get up to Anthony, but there still might be some green flag stops, and strategies could shake up as well as positions, so what will happen?
Yeah, they're definitely gonna have to make another pit stop. Anthony's on 8 gallons of gas. I don't think that's enough to make it another 15 laps here at Daytona, especially with the looming threat of the draft being turned up, as Littleman sets the new fastest lap with a 46.217. But yeah, I'm wondering who's gonna be the one to make the first move, and can Anthony survive this last round of pit stops here as they come around into turn number 3. They're still single filed out. Sorry about that, but yeah, it's just it's coming down to the wire here at Daytona. I'm not sure what's going on. As Billy's gonna come down pit road. The prime as well. Oh my goodness, stuff is already happening here.
And there's, well, not much happening. And The pit stops are the only thing that's happening. Bug now with Anthony. Bug is about to be lapped. He's going to stay away and let Anthony go through. He might just tag on his draft, it looks like. Yeah, he's just going to do that. I mean, probably for the best. I mean, if you're one of the fastest cars and you're out front, you're doing something right. I believe it is still going. It's going up now. It's 3.9. Last lap was 3.8. So definitely getting a little worse for Grez and everyone else behind him. And I'm a little shocked that no one has wrecked yet. And I'm not going to knock on wood because I think we need one. But it's nothing's really happening, and I think this is Anthony's win. This is Anthony's win to lose. Is that how the saying goes? Correct me if I'm wrong, someone.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, well, Anthony. I mean, I don't see how he's not gonna lose this. I mean, he's out 4 seconds ahead of Grez, who is in second place. Grez still needs to pit. It is 4.9. Anthony with 6 gallons. So we'll see what happens here. Again, there is still a lot that could happen, and you won't miss a thing.
The gap that time between Anthony and Grez has shrunk quite a bit there. Went from almost a second, almost 4 seconds from Grez, now shrunk to 3, so...
What the?
Interesting lap there from Grez, and I don't think anything happened to them there, but Grez is catching up. Grez is in Kimbug's draft. That might have something to do with it. But yeah, Grez is catching up, so Anthony, he might have to start defending soon before he comes into the pits to make, I believe, his final stop.
Yeah, this race has been vastly different from the last time we were here at Daytona. Everybody's all spread out. Grez is catching up to Bug right now. See if he can make a move on him. He's definitely gonna make the pass to get through, but yeah, I would say this is definitely the most spread out Daytona race I've ever seen in my life. But I mean, hey, there hasn't been any cautions yet, but yeah, let's just hope that they can keep it green. Oh, yeah. All the way through. But yeah, I think definitely Anthony's gonna have to make one more stop. I'm gonna say he's gonna say maybe 10 to go. Maybe not 10 to go. Maybe 7 or 6 to go. But yeah.
And talk about that draft earlier. Grez is closing on Anthony. Now, what do you do if you're Grez? Do you make the pass and let Anthony go on you, or do you ride around with Anthony? Because he's in lower draft, so there's not much you can do. He's going to stay pushing, and it looks like if I were him, I'd start saving, honestly. Just even the slightest bit you could save. That's what I would do. But Bug definitely helped there. That was a very clutch moment for Bug. I don't think he was purposely trying to do that, but I mean, it worked out in Grez's favor. So we are coming to 10 to go for the Camping World Truck Series, or Bubbles Camping World Truck Series for, if it can pop up, hold on, wait, hold on. For the NextEra Energy Resources, 300K for the Bubbles Camping World Truck Series, Season 2, race number 1. We got 10 to go. You won't miss a thing. Grez with Anthony. And honey, you drive through penalty.
I'm looking through this field right now, and Lowman has the best fuel out of anyone, and I think that if he plays his cards right, he could potentially just stay out for the rest of this race, because he's behind DJ right now. He's at 7.5, and compared to Anthony, he's at 3.0 gallons, so they're going to have to come in soon. Grez might be able to... Anthony and Grez come into the pits. It's a race to the line to see who gets in first. Grez will get in, so they're coming in. They're going to give up some of their positions so they can come into pits. But behind, just looking at Lowman, 7.3 gallons behind DJ, still saving. Could he make it to the end? He might be able to win this race.
Sorry, I went a little bit too early there, but I wanted to get a little excited because I see the draft. People are behind. Michael right now is going 190 mile an hour. The draft is alive here at Daytona. 9 laps to go, but there's some pretty big gaps here from at least from Little Man to Grez. About I think it was like 7 or 8 seconds right there. But they're definitely catching up to Anthony now. As you see, Honey, and there they go. The pack is now coming alive. Here they all come. The choo-choo train here at Daytona. Ryder's gonna get a little squarely out of line. But Dale, come on. Ooh, there you go. Dale, come on. Gets turned around.
Oh!
Michael, caution is out here at Daytona. And now it's crazy.
Michael spins. That is his race because he has damage. And Dale. Oh, and Dale hits
my
the wall.
gosh.
That was hard.
Oh my
gosh. And I wouldn't be surprised if he wakes up. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't wake up tomorrow. A horrible hit for Dale. And we're doing overtime, baby.
Yeah, this is gonna get insane now. Overtime. Well, maybe not overtime yet. It's like a few laps before that, but yeah, I can't believe that just happened right as the draft turned up. We have a caution, and you know what that means? Everybody's gonna get bunched back up, and now the lights are gonna be alive, and now it's gonna be a crazy race here at Daytona.
Oh no, guys, the caution came out. No. Well, I mean, it would have been cool because actually, Chesko, DJ, and Little Man were all three of them were in that hunt for the battle, in that hunt for the end. All of them could have, it was going to be a 3-car battle for the end, and they were all together. So I think that would have been a lot more exciting than what we're going to see right here, but it's still going to be exciting as, also I want to mention Dale DNF'd himself in pit road.
Oh dear.
So,
okay.
Unfortunate for Dale, but
come on, Dale. Come on.
Exactly. He also wrecked out Michael. Michael going to be your champion, by the way, from last season. He will be out of today's race. We might be able to pit soon, and we might come into pit soon. And those of you who are new and just joining us now, I am Marcus. This is MCRN. I'm here joined with Kimi and Sin. This is the Bubbles Camping World Truck Series for the NextEra Energy Resources 300K, race number 1 of Season 2. KM drive through penalty. That is going to be KM's race, and that is Sin's pick, unfortunately. How do you feel, Sin?
I feel like something's wrong with the speeding. The speed gun. I think someone hacked it and tried to ruin my life tonight, but it's okay because I think Kimbo still has a lot of chances to get a win this season.
Alrighty, well, pits will be open this time. There is still a lot of racing to go. Again, you don't want to miss a thing. Stay tuned. Because I believe when we go green, we're going 5 to go. It's an estimation. I could be wrong, but we'll see who comes into pit road. We'll go with Kimi. Kimi, if I'm a driver right now in this position, what would I do?
All right, well, here we go. You got to pit. I know there's a few people right now that are on pretty low on gas. I would pit for some gas. I mean, tires don't matter too much. We got a few pitters. A bunch of wow, actually, there's a lot of pitters coming down, but a few people stay out. That's very interesting. Little Man, oh, I don't know from Little Man though. He has 6.5 gallons of fuel. That's gonna be kind of crazy. He's gonna have to probably save a little, but yeah, the right move. I think he should have pitted, but yeah, I'm not sure if Little Man should have stayed out there. That's kind of. Oh, and DJ too. He has 6 gallons of gas.
No, and Chesko.
Oh my gosh, what is happening? What are they doing?
I mean, the top 3 is going for a big gamble, and it could potentially work. Honestly, I'm here for it. I'm at least someone's gambling. Little Man, your last Daytona winner last season in an amazing side-by-side battle. You helped him out there, Kimi, by the way.
Yeah.
There's no Kimi to help him now, so we're going to see what happens as they're going green pretty early. I would have thought they would have came out or went around another time, but no. they're doing this immediately. We're going 5 to go. And again, this is gonna be crazy. Sin, you will take the green off, but again, Chesko in first place, DJ in second, Little Man in third. Those are the people who didn't pit. Anthony, also who didn't pit, but they're slightly better fuel and tires than him. Anthony in fourth, Billy in that beautiful Kyle Busch 18 car in fifth, and Jackson in sixth. We're getting ready to go green. Take it away, Sin.
So here we go, coming to the Build a Brain restart zone. 12 trucks roaring. All 12 drivers want this win, but it can only be given to one. And who will it be? We will find out here soon. And so here we go, 5 to go, crossing the start-finish line this time. Could this be it? Could there be no more cautions? Only one way to find out. It's here for the Camping World Truck Series, KRE on MCRN. Who will get it done? It's Chesko right now. Looks to be the favorite as he's leading here, coming off of turn 2 here at Daytona. But DJ right behind, and Little Man in third are hunting as well as the rest of the drivers right behind them throughout this pack.
Now, GOAT time in Daytona, 5 laps to go. Unfortunately, the Ford truck is going to be a little bit slow because he has damage in the back, but it might be negated due to the draft. But here comes DJ on the high side. The number 7 truck going to make a move to the lead. He's going to get the push from the number 09 of Anthony, but wow, K-Bug's going to be down low. Looks like Honey and K-Bug, yeah, Honey and K-Bug are going to pit, but 4 laps to go. Oh yeah, they're serving the drive-through penalty. That's why they're in pit row, but here they come. Anthony Anderson now to the high side. Little Man's going to try to go back-to-back here at Daytona for the second season in a row. But Grez now on the high side. He's going to get a run from, or get a push from Chesko. Or sorry, it's the other way around. Oh my God.
You're good, though. Chesko falls. Everyone falls into the line, and I don't know why they didn't figure this out sooner, but the high lane is so much more dominant, and especially with everyone on it, and almost that could have caused something bad. Chesko gets a weird push from Grez. I think that was just how it happened, and it was just weird, but that could have caused more problems. But we're 3 to go, and they're still trying to chase down DJ.
And right now, Anthony as well as Chesko and Jackson on the inside. Anthony now moving up to the outside. They're trying to get a push here from Grez. And it looks like he will. Will he make the move here on his inside? He will. DJ tries to block it. It's too late. Ryder with this storming run in the outside. Thanks to Lil Man. This Ryder's going to go right below DJ. Ryder going to give a push to Anthony. Lil Man splitting it in the middle. 3 wide between DJ and Grez. And he's going to even go on the outside here of Ryder as he had a huge run there, as it's side by side for second. Anthony, who has been dominant all race long, pulling gaps, is in the lead. He is in the spot that he wants to be in, but draft is raised, so things could change as Ryder and Lil Man and the rest of the pack are still in this.
2 laps to go here from Daytona as they reach the backstretch. Anthony out front. He wants to win this race to get his season started. Ryder Ali needs to get help from Grez if he wants to get up there to win this race. But here comes Jackson. They're going to try to make the bottom lane work as they enter turn number 3. They're going to come around off of turn 3 and into turn number 4. And they're going to come off at turn 4 to see who's going to lead the white flag. Anthony blocks the bottom here. Here comes Grez. But here comes Ryder as well. They're going to make 3 lane, 3 wide goes DJ. They're going to take the white flag one more time around Daytona.
Ryder will lead with Anthony in second place. Anthony has been leading the most laps today. That's Prime in the back. Prime,
Whoa!
Rex. I don't know if there's going to be a caution. Ryder will stay leading with Grez behind. They keep it green. Grez looking for that run, but I think the only realistic person to get a run is Little Man. Anthony waiting for the moment to strike, to go against Ryder. He's going to stay high. Little Man's going to go with him, but if I'm Little Man, you're not staying with him. Coming to turn number 4, coming to the straightaway. Ryder side by side. Anthony takes the lead.
Side by side.
It's going to stay. Anthony is going to win Daytona for the first race of the season. And what a race. What a finish.
My pick 1, yeah, let's go, my pick 1, yeah.
You picked that one, I just realized that.
Yeah.
Come on, Prime. What I mean, what a last-ditch effort Little Man was trying to do. That, I mean, he tried. He really, really tried, and unfortunately was not able to get that done. But Anthony, I mean, he was the most deserved. That was definitely his race. I don't see how it wouldn't have been.
Man, I can't believe Anthony Anderson wins at Daytona. It's going to be a pretty good party tonight for the Anthony camp. But wow, what a race, man. What a race. Strategy galore. Definitely some crazy moves. Saw, like, I think only one caution, right? That entire race?
Yeah, one caution. No,
I think it was one caution. Wow. But yeah, Anthony Anderson in the number 09 Graceway Toyota is your winner from Daytona.
You love to see it. Anthony, a fan favorite. Definitely, again, definitely the most deserved today. And he will win against these 13 cars. But could it have gone differently? Definitely. I think Ryder should have been maybe just a little bit more aggressive. And I think the reason he didn't was he's got a little reputation, honestly. Definitely not a good one. So we'll try and get an interview here. Give me, or Kimi, if you can go get them real quick, because I had a little
right.
time. We got only available for one, just for Anthony. So
all right, I'll be right back.
no, I think they came to us.
How about that for a race?
Oh, that was great. That was. I think it would have been probably a little bit more great if Chesko and I hear myself twice. Thank you. Chesko, Little Man, and DJ, like if they went green, because I think that would have been an amazing battle to see. Agents, your race control file. What were your thoughts on that?
I thought that was a great race. I'm really disappointed at the end there with Dale Kamon and Michael getting involved in a wreck. But, you know, it's just how the race played out. I think Little Man, I was watching him from the very starting. I mean, Little Man was saving, like, after the first pit stop, he already had like an extra gallon and a half for everybody. And you just knew from the very first pit stop that if this went green, Little Man was going to be the one to beat. So I thought it was really interesting. I wish it played out between Chesko, DJ, and Little Man. That was going to be a great finish. But it was still a good finish regardless. And Little Man, I think, probably deserved the one comes out P2. So don't feel that bad about it.
And well, actually, wait, hold on. If I can get, let me jump. Hold on. Jump power. That's horrible. Hold on. Anyway, we'll get a couple interviews actually. I think I do have time. So, is Anthony here though?
What's up?
All right, hold on. I'm struggling to figure out this jump power stuff. But Anthony, you were dominating that whole race. You led, I think, the most laps than anyone, and you were able to come out on top. How do you feel?
I feel like it's static right now. My heart is like pumping out my chest. I haven't won a race in like 5 years. Yeah, I'm so happy for my team, for this 09 team. We worked, you know, very hard this weekend to like, shoot, I can't talk right now. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Right. No, you're good. Well, that'll be the only thing I think. If you're not able to talk, but congratulations on that win, Anthony, and glad to see you back in victory lane.
Thank you.
All right, now everyone who's over there, I want y'all to stay in that thing, please. Y'all know who you are. Little Man, so we'll talk to you. The second place finish, unofficially second place finish, I believe. I mean, you didn't do anything wrong. And yeah, I was gonna say, so second place finish. You tried to go back to back. You were trying, and I saw that. You came up so close. Unfortunately, we were not able to get that second win, but a decent race overall. I think it could have went your way if it wasn't for Dale. But how do you feel?
Overall, I'm pretty happy with the finish. P2 is going to be good points. And yeah, I mean, the strategy was working out really well in my favor. I saved so much in the first couple of stints. I knew it was going to be close, but as we started to go through the third stint, I thought it was more and more possible, and maybe even DJ and Chesko could have made it as well, but I wasn't sure. I just knew that I could make it and at least have a top 3 at worst. And then the caution came out, and you just kind of knew everyone was going to go chaotic in the last 5 laps, but it ended up being kind of orderly in the front, and I just had to make a decision if I was going to push Anthony or try to go to the outside, and I felt like if I just pushed him, then we could both secure a really good spot because the outside push out of 4 is just really powerful. So I'm happy for him that he won. So congratulations, Anthony, and I'm happy with P2.
You really did pass the torch there. Kimi gave you that win last season, and then you gave Anthony this win. So funny that how that went. But yeah, congratulations on second place.
Thanks.
All right, Blake, we're gonna walk over here. We're gonna take a little stroll if you keep following. We're gonna go to these guys who put themselves inside of a garage, and that's really cool. We're gonna go interview them in order. So if they're here and they're able to interview, we will interview them. 1 question each. You sum up your whole thing. If let me see, there's Grez. Yep. All right, so we'll start off with Grez. So Grez, you had a decent day. I think you didn't have a bad day whatsoever. You had a weird strategy in the start of the race, but how do you feel about that?
I feel great, honestly. I accidentally pitted with 1 can fuel, so I had to save a whole can of fuel in my stint, and I managed to save the entire can of fuel, so I'm happy with that. And then coming to the finish, I was starting to catch up to Anthony. If it wasn't for the Dale incident, I think we could have been up there for the win, but unfortunately the Dale incident happened, so we just had to work something out for the finish. I had to start back, but I came back up to P4. I'm thankful with the result. I think I could have done better, but I mean, I'll take it. I mean, it's good points for the championship. I had a great run coming to the finish of the race, but you know, things happen as part of racing, and yeah, I'm just happy with the result.
Definitely, there shouldn't be anything to take away from that. But a good race though, and congratulations on, I think, 4th, Grez.
Yeah, 4th place.
Okay. We're gonna crawl up here. Kambug, are you able to interview? Alrighty, well, let me turn down my volume. I cannot. Alright, Kambug, you what a weird day you had there. I think what you were trying to do, and from what I saw, you were trying to stay back and let everything happen. But nothing happened, and you ended up screwing yourself over with that pit and everything like that. How do you feel about that day?
I feel not good. I couldn't have screwed that up anymore.
Well, it definitely seems like that. It also might not help that you're underwater. So I think that definitely affected your day too. But well, one more thing. What could you have done differently? What would you have done differently?
Not run out of gas on my first pit stop.
I mean, you were really close too. You were so close. Little man had saved enough, so that's why you was able to do that. But you're full gas. Unfortunately for you though, Kambug. Well, I can't say congratulations because I mean, congratulations on not wrecking. You were one of 12 cars who didn't wreck, so good job on that. But okay, good luck next race, because you definitely need it, Kambug. I'm gonna hop over if I can. Car's a little chunky. Go to Billy. Billy, oh wait, let me go to the other side. I realize I'm not driver's side. Billy, how do you finished 8th. You didn't get that much of a, I mean, you should promise midway, and you like very. You should promise, but unfortunately you were not able to get that 18 Kyle Busch car in victory lane today. But how do you feel?
Yeah, very good race overall. I started good in the front, then middle of the race, as you said, I tried to go for it. P2 running from with Falcon on. And yeah, I was in those final laps with Jackson, DJ, some other people were just like defending. It was like super difficult to make moves, but yeah, I'm pretty decent with the result. Even though I finished P8, I think we had a good run. So I'm looking forward for the next one.
Alrighty, and again, you came off that Michigan win, so I think there's more coming, I believe. So good luck next week, and at least good job on not wrecking your car, keeping it clean. We're gonna go to Jackson now. Jackson, another Europeans. No offense. Beautiful scheme too. Underrated. GoDaddy cars usually, it's amazing. I love it personally, but you ran a decent race too. I think you were mostly in mid-pack. You kept it clean. Overall, again, you didn't wreck it. So how do you feel about your day today?
I feel a little bit upset because when the first pit stops happened, I kind of mucked up, but I was able to work my way back, and when the caution came out, I got my way from the back all the way into a P7, so midday, but I know I can do better than that.
Definitely, and I think unlike, or not unlike, like most of the drivers, I think all of you guys have decently good chances at winning, and your time's coming, Jackson. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
We're gonna go over. Who's this again? Oh, it's DJ. DJ. All right, let's go, DJ. DJ was planned actually if he didn't make it, and I don't think he's now. I think he's gonna make it every race at that provisional Bubbles Cup Season 3 champion. DJ, you got 5th place. You ran a decent day actually. I believe you were a top 4 car, maybe top 5. Regardless, top 5 car. We'll go with that. You're a top 5 car. How do you feel about your day?
I mean, you know, how can you feel when, you know, someone just decides to make a stupid move and, you know, ruin your strategy? So, I mean, it just kind of feels like I spent a lot of effort, like, saving fuel just for it not to matter. Like, I probably would have finished better if I didn't, but, you know, it's whatever. You know, this is why we race. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even think I would make it to this race, so, you know, P5 is good, but, you know, there's a lot more on the table. You know, great win on Anthony. He was class of the field, like, you know, he was pulling away on straightaways, like, you know, really a great day. Just kind of, you know, annoyed that no one pushed me at the end, though. Just felt like I was kind of left to fend for myself, which was a little annoying, but I mean, you know, this is how the truck series goes. It's very, like, it's just, you know, who do you have the best friends with? There's a lot of super speedways. It's like, you know, it's a fun series. Yeah, I guess we'll just move on to the next race where it's a little bit more skill-based and we could probably do better.
Definitely, and yeah, I mean, I see a win coming too, and I say that about everyone, but especially for you. I mean, you're strong at this, and I mean, hopefully next week is your place.
Yeah.
But good job on that P5, and good luck next week. We go over here to Chesko. Chesko again has that reputation, but today actually didn't do too bad. He hasn't done too bad since Classic IndyCar. But regardless, Chesko, how do you feel? You got 6th place. I mean, you could have gotten definitely a top 3 if it wasn't for that wreck at the end. But a solid day, solid strategy. How do you feel?
I mean, man, I'm just super disappointed, right? Like, had a great strategy, saving a ton, met my number coming to the end. Noah's gonna have it, and then with what, 8 to go, caution comes out, kind of just screws me over, man. And on that restart, I just had no hope anywhere. Like, everywhere I'd go, the run would just disappear. So, just overall, just really poor stuff that came to the end. Ran a great race otherwise all day. I was with Lowman, DJ, all them. Great time running with them. They were a ton of help, but just towards the end, just had no hope, man. It just sucked.
Definitely, and I mean, I think that's the same thing that went with DJ. It's whoever you got friends with, and I think Chesko, you're not the most liked, so you do have to fend for yourself a little bit more than everyone else. But a decent day. There's nothing to beat yourself up about today. Beautiful scheme too for the person who made that for you. Again, they did great job. But I mean, just look forward to next week, because I need to stop saying that, but you got a win coming too. Definitely. A little suck up to these drivers, I swear. And last but not least, it is Michael. Michael, what do you have to say about that Dale?
Yeah.
So there you have it, folks. That is MCRN Bubbles Camping World Truck Series for the NextEra Resources 300K, and that was Daytona race number 1. This was on MCRN. This is KRE, and I was here joined with Kimi, Sin, Blake, and final thoughts. Actually, Kimi, let's go with you. Final thoughts.
That was a pretty good race. That was really spread out, honestly, but that was I actually pretty enjoyed that race. Obviously for the only caution, but something you don't see too often here at Daytona. Okay. Here at Daytona. Yo, you gotta chill out with that. I don't have, but listen, batteries are in my smoke detector, bro. Listen, okay, don't do that, okay. All right, anyway, okay. I can't win with these people, but
Alrighty, well, yeah, that was Kimi. He was your special guest today. Let's hope never mind. Okay, Kimi will hopefully, let's hope he's back next week in a car. Thank you, Kimi.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah,
and again, Blake was the one who brought to you this stream, everything. You got to thank him for keeping you here so you do not miss a thing. This was MCRN. I'm Marcus. I was your host and main commentator for today. And we'll see you all tomorrow, actually, for... I had it ready.
Tomorrow for the 1 hour of Mandalorian for the 1967 Sports Car Stage 1. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow at...
All right.
Tomorrow at 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST, and we'll see you guys later.